Hi, this next video is actually a two-part video. The first part, well, and they're both all about integer exponents. Part one is going to be about why the rule is true, which is actually pretty serious. It's a pretty serious question. There are two different rules, and I'm going to formally give them to you in part two. Part one is about actually understanding why the rules are true. And we're actually going to be doing a worksheet that is almost identical to this. So write this down, really get an understanding of it, because when you come in next time, you're going to have to do one of these for a different number, for a different base. So here we go. A reminder, well, this is about integer exponents, so we better remember what integers are. Integers are any number that are 1, it's a whole number, and it could be positive or negative. 0, 1, negative 15, 2000, whatever. But negatives and positives. The rule you're probably noticing is, well, we already know what the natural numbers are. 1, 2, 3. We just did that in the last video. There's no special rule about that. Here's my worry. When you have an exponent to 0, there's a special rule. And if it's negative, there's also a special rule. And those two ideas you really want to get a solid grasp on, because those two things are going to be very, very major for the next, basically for the next unit. For unit 4, this is going to be very, very, very important. So let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, we're going to start off with basic ones, and I'm going to mainly focus on the positives, the natural number exponents first, since we know what those are. Okay, so here we go. Zoom in on this, make it look nice and pretty. So this middle area is going to be like for my scratch work, which I definitely want you to write down, and then the outside area is going to be for the power. So again, I have 3 different exponents: 5 to the first power, 5 squared, 5 to the third. Those are all in exponential form, and we want to turn them into the power form. So, well, to do that, here we go. The first thing you might think is, well, 5 to the first power, I just write 5 one time and I'm done, Mr. V. Yeah, that's right. 5 to the first power. Any number to the first power doesn't change. It's 5. So, yep, that one's pretty easy. Oh, there is one other thing I did not put on here. One second. I need my ruler. Aha! I got a ruler. I got a ruler. Ignore the rest of this real quick. I'm gonna. Aha! You didn't see anything. Okay. I'm doing another column. I forgot about it. 5 to the first power is definitely equal to 5. 5 squared in expanded form is 5 times 5, which we know is 25. Right? Okay. Well, 5 to the third power, that's really, well, expanded notation, 5 to the third power, is 5 times 5 times 5. Well, 5 times 5 is 25. And 25 times 5, well, that's 5 quarters, is 125. So we know the powers are 125. Okay? Well, here comes the part where this right here is like the key that unlocks 5 to the 0 and 5 to any negative. If you understand this part right here, tomorrow's worksheet is going to be a breeze. Okay, here we go. Well, if you're noticing a power, well, 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 125, or sorry, 25 times 5 is 125. And yeah, 125 times 5 is 5 to the 4th, which is 625. All great information. We're not going to multiply. I'm sure you think about exponents, you always think multiply, multiply, multiply. Let's change that idea. Let's think about dividing. I have 5 threes, and if I lose one, well, 5 threes is 125. And if I lose one of them, it turned into 25. How did I go from here to here by dividing? Like if I had 125, what did I divide by to turn it into 25? You know? And you know what? I'm not even going to write it like that. I'm going to write it old school style. What did I divide 125 by? 125 divide. What did I divide 125 by to turn it into 25? Well, we lost the power, so basically we divided it by 5. I even brought up before, 5 to the 4th power is 625. If I divide that by 5, what did you get? I got 125. So if you're noticing, I'm going to take this number, I'm going to take 25. I'm going to say, what is 25 divided by 5 equal? 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay. This dividing part, this is it. This is the key to the whole thing right here. So let's zoom out a little bit. I'm going to raise this on up, and we're going to do the next one. Let's say 5 to the 0. I don't know how many 5s to put. It says not to put any 5s. So there's really two options in your mind. Do you put 0? No, 0 is kind of hard to see. I don't know. Is it 1? Maybe? I don't know. Here's what I do know. I took this number and I divided it by the base. Because 5 is the base, right? I divided it by the base and I got 5. Which I know is true. So here's what it is. I'm going to take this number. I'm going to take 5. And I'm going to divide it by 5. So I'm dividing by 5 every time. Look at this. I'm dividing by 5, divide by 5, divide by 5, divide by 5. 5 divided by 5, that's 1. Absolutely it is. It is equal to 1. In fact, there's even this rule. Any number raised to the 0 power equals 1. That's one of our rules. Any number, decimal, negative, a square root, which, hey, what's a square root? Don't worry, that's in 3, that's in 2 weeks. Any number raised to a 0 power is always, hands down, equal to 1. No questions asked. That's one of the rules. That is one of the rules that you've got to know for the whole chapter. This is it. Anything. X, X is a variable. Yeah. X, if a variable is raised to 0, it's equal to 1. Wow. Dude. No way. Oh yeah. Let's go one further. Oh, so basically, yeah, you'll know this. Eventually, any power to a 0 is equal to a 1. You'll see that pretty soon. What about 5 to the negative 1? I'm going to take this number again. I'm going to take 1. I'm going to divide it by 5. Do not, please, God, don't turn that into a, don't turn it into a decimal. I know it's 0.2. Don't do it, please. Don't do it. Thank you. I want you to divide it as if they were fractions. What if I had, I can rewrite 1 over 1. is divided by 5 over 1. Well, we know from our fraction rules that this means it's 1 over 1 times the reciprocal 1 over 5, which is then equal to 1 over 5. So this is equal to 1 over 5. So 5 to the negative, by the way, that looks like that's a -1. Don't have that on there, please. It should, 5 to the -1 is equal to 1/5. No negative. Don't put a negative on this. That is so wrong. 5 to the -1 is equal to 1/5. We're going to do the other column last. What if I take, well, we're going to do it again. What if I take 1/5? I'm going to divide it by 5 again. 1/5 divided by 5 over 1. Well, I don't divide, I multiply by the reciprocal, which is equal to 1 over 25. So now this is equal to 1 over 25. Take a minute. Look up to the top of the table. I'm going to show you in a minute, but I want to see if you can figure it out first. Look at the top of the table. Can you predict what the next one's going to be? What's 5 to the -3 going to be? Look at the top of the table. Think if you can predict it. Look what 5 to the -1 is. Look what 5 to the +1 is. Sick, right? All right, here we go. I'll let the calculator back after this last one. 1 over 25 divided by 5. Yada, yada, yada is 1 over 25 divided by 5 over 1, which is really 1 over 25 times 1 over 5, which is equal to 1 over 620, or 125. So this last fraction would be 1 over 125. Did you notice the top part yet? Did you? Check it out. And this is where it all comes together. 5 to the 1, 5 to the -1. What did we call it when it's 5 over 1? What is 1/5? It's just the reciprocal. Right? Reciprocals? What? What is this madness? Oh yeah. 5 to the -1 is really just equal to, well, I put a 1 over it because the reciprocal, and then 5 to the 1 power, which is equal to 1 over 5. If I know what 5 to the first is, duh, I know this is 1 over to that. That's it. Next one. 5 to the -2 is equal to 1 over 5 squared. The reciprocal of 5 squared is, well, 1 over 25. Sickness. And that leaves us with 5 to the -3 is equal to 1 over 5 to the 3rd, which is equal to 1 over 125. Isn't that mind-blowing? Check it. Like, this is me. This is me being that crazy math teacher. It's like, are you seeing this? This is so cool. If you can do a natural number, 5 to the 0, you kind of got to know. But the rest of this, if you know this, put a 1 over it. If you know this, put a 1 over it. That's all it is. That is all negative, like the integers, that's all it is. That is the main thing. So, that is integer of exponents. You are going to do a worksheet and make one of these yourself. Can't wait for you to do it. Oh, it's so fun. So, I look forward to seeing you. Make sure you copy this down exactly because you're going to have to do it tomorrow in class. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day.